Dreaming of a fresh start? Packing your bags for a new life across state lines? You're not alone. The moving trend is booming, with a whopping 8.2 million Americans switching states in 2022, up from 7.4 million just 3 years ago. That's a lot of people searching for better opportunities. But not all states are created equal, and some might offer more challenges than sunshine and opportunity. And today, we're going to break down the top 11 worst states to live in America in 2024. Now, before we dive into this list, let's talk about how we came up with it. We didn't just pick these states out of thin air. We carefully considered a range of important factors. We'll be using data from numerous sources, websites, surveys, data points, and more. We're talking about things like cost of living, how easy it is to access healthcare, the quality of education, job opportunities, crime rates, and overall quality of life. Ready to get started? Let's go. Number 11, California. Now, don't get me wrong, California has its perks, but there are some aspects that might make you think twice about calling it home. With some of the highest taxes in the country and some insane housing prices, California is one of the most expensive states in America. I mean, just take the average home price, which comes in at $783,666, nearly double the national average. The state also has around 181,399 people who are homeless. While California has a strong job market and excellent health care, ranking 11th in the nation, safety might be a concern. California's violent crime ranks 5th in the country, with 499 violent crimes per 100,000 residents. The state has a reputation for being lenient on crime, with policies like the no-cash bail system that allows some criminals to be released quickly. People who assault others and steal things are arrested, booked, and then immediately released back onto the street. Additionally, California faces a serious threat from wildfires, which are becoming more frequent and destructive. The mix of factors is leading some residents to head for the exits. Between 2021 and 2022, over 818,000 Californians left the state, and the population shrank by 75,423 residents in 2023. Number 10, Michigan. Now, Michigan might not be as dangerous as some of the other states on this list, ranking around 15th in crime rates. However, it finds itself here because it scores towards the bottom in many other key areas. We're talking education ranked 37th, job opportunities coming in at 30th, and healthcare sitting at 20th nationally. Now, Michigan has a pretty good cost of living, ranking 10th. But if you're someone who melts at the sight of snow, well, Michigan isn't shy about its long, cold winters, with some of the most brutal winters in the country. Michigan has had a net loss of 43,000 residents to other states since 2020, and 700,000 residents in 26 years. Now, real quick, before we move to number 9, hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss a new video from us. And also, make sure to hit that like button. Number 9, South Carolina. While it might be known for its beautiful beaches and southern charm, there are some underlying issues that make it a less than ideal place to call home. Now, what is interesting here is South Carolina was actually the most moved to state last year, so people definitely are liking what they see from the state. From our data, South Carolina ranks poorly for many factors. South Carolina has the unfortunate title of having the 5th highest rate of fatal work injuries in the nation. But if you work from home or are retired, then this isn't a concern. When it comes to crime, South Carolina ranks 8th in the nation for both violent crime and property crimes, with 491 violent crimes per 100,000 residents. Now, let's shift our focus to education. South Carolina struggles with a high school graduation rate below the national average, indicating that many students may not be completing their secondary education. Additionally, 8th graders in the state show poor math proficiency, highlighting broader issues within the education system. In terms of ranking, South Carolina's healthcare comes in at 34th place, education is at 44th place. The economy and job market ranks slightly higher at 18th place. Now, the cost of living is pretty good for South Carolina as it ranks 17th, with the average home cost being just $293,893, making it a popular destination for retirees. Number 8. Kentucky. While Kentucky might seem relatively safe with a crime ranking 13th in the nation, Kentucky faces challenges in other crucial areas. First off, Kentucky's got some concerning health statistics. With low life expectancy and a high overdose death rate and a high incarceration rate, it's clear there are some significant issues at play. It doesn't stop there as well. Kentucky also struggles with fiscal stability with a whopping $1.8 billion shortfall in 2021. WalletHub even ranks Kentucky among the states with the highest levels of poverty. When it comes to health metrics, Kentucky lags behind the nation in several areas, from low childhood immunization rates to high level of preventable hospitalization. There's room for improvement. And according to America's health rankings, a big part of Kentucky's healthcare concerns stem from the habits of its people. Kentucky ranks dead last in the nation for exercise and fruit and vegetable consumption, while also maintaining the country's second highest rate of smoking and sleep deprivation. In terms of healthcare, Kentucky sits at 44th place, education at 36th, economy at 40th, and fiscal stability at 48th. On a brighter note, Kentucky ranks 18th in infrastructure and 20th in opportunity, with a cost of living at 22nd, and the average home being priced at $298,121. Number 7. Alabama. Despite its warm hospitality and rich culture, there are some glaring issues that residents and potential newcomers should be aware of. Firstly, CNBC's ranking of Alabama placed it in the 4th position, but we have it at number 7, and here's why. Education quality is an area of concern. Alabama continually ranks in the bottom 5 of the states here, whether it's from WalletHub or another reputable source. They are usually in the 46th range for this category. This means the state's education system might not be providing students with the resources and opportunities they need to thrive. Now let's talk about healthcare. Alabama's decision not to expand Medicaid coverage has left many residents struggling to access essential medical services. In addition, the state's air and water quality ranks poorly, coming in at 47th and 48th. And speaking of the environment, Alabama grapples with high levels of pollution and its industrial toxins, which can have detrimental effects on both public health and the overall quality of life. Now, the one good thing here is the cost of living is very good, ranking 8th. Number 6. New Mexico. Firstly, let's address the elephant in the room, the state's alarming violent crime rate at 780 incidents per 100,000 people. New Mexico has the unfortunate distinction of having the highest violent crime rate in the nation. Moving on to poverty rates and educational challenges, New Mexico grapples with a poverty rate of 17.6%, with a staggering 28% of children under 5 living in poverty. Additionally, the state struggles with low literacy rates, enhancing the cycle of poverty and limiting opportunities for future generations. Healthcare accessibility and costs are major concerns as well, with 14.4% of the population without health insurance and healthcare costs nearly 50% above the national average. Many residents face barriers to accessing essential medical services. But perhaps one of the most pressing issues facing New Mexico is its education system. Ranked last in the nation, the state's public schools are deemed the worst in the country by EdWeek Research Center. 4th grade reading levels are the lowest in the nation, and only 75% of students graduate from high school, well below the national average of 85.8%. Number 5. Oklahoma. First, let's address healthcare quality and accessibility. Oklahoma has the second highest percentage of people without health insurance in the country. Turning to crime rates, Oklahoma faces challenges in this area as well. With the 14th highest violent crime rate in the country, residents may feel unsafe in their communities. In terms of healthcare access and affordability, including factors such as prevention and treatment, avoidable hospital use and cost, healthy lives, and disparity, Oklahoma ranks poorly. It stands at 50th for uninsured adults and 49th for access and affordability, ranking it one of the worst in nations. As for cost of living, Oklahoma is one of the best places to live, ranking second. The state's low cost of living is attributed to the low cost of housing, transportation, and groceries. The average home price in the state is just $203,455. Number 4. Arkansas. Arkansas grapples with a high violent crime rate, ranking second highest in the nation with 709 violent crimes per 100,000 people. Moving on to education quality and healthcare challenges, Arkansas struggles in these areas as well. A concerning 81% of 8th graders lack proficiency in math, highlighting issues. Additionally, 13.2% of people in Arkansas lack health insurance, limiting access to essential medical services. Furthermore, Arkansas's access to healthcare, particularly in dental care, is ranked among the worst in the country. Residents have the lowest rate of dentist visits, and a significant portion of the population reports avoiding healthcare due to cost concerns. Additionally, the state faces high rates of tobacco use and cardiovascular disease. Arkansas ranks near the bottom in several overall quality of life factors, according to Wallet Hub, with rankings of 49 in healthcare, 41 in education, 41 in economy, 43rd in infrastructure, and 22 in opportunity. It's clear that the state has room for improvement across various aspects of residents' lives. Number 3. Alaska. Alaska grapples with one of the highest violent crime rates in the nation with 759 violent crimes per 100,000 people. Moving on to economic factors, Alaska also struggles with a high cost of living, particularly in healthcare. Healthcare costs in Alaska are a staggering 24.4% higher than the national average. Additionally, the overall cost of living in the state is significantly above average, further straining household budgets. Education challenges also plague Alaska, with the state having the lowest high school graduation rate on our list. Moreover, Alaska ranks last for quality of life according to Wallet Hub, highlighting significant concerns regarding residents' overall well-being. With rankings of 30th in healthcare, 50 in education, 40 in infrastructure, and 43 in job opportunities, there's a clear need for improvement across various aspects of life in the state. Number 2. Louisiana. Education and childcare pose significant challenges in Louisiana. With only 76 licensed child care facilities, the state struggles to provide accessible and quality early childhood education opportunities for families. Additionally, Louisiana's high school graduation rate sits at 86.68, ranking 48th. Crime rates and economic struggles further compound the state's challenges. Louisiana ranks 7th highest in the nation for violent crime, with a negative job growth rate enhancing economic disparities. The state holds the unfortunate distinction of ranking first in the nation for homicides, with 15.8 murders per 100,000 people. Additionally, Louisiana has the highest incarceration rate in the country, with 680 individuals incarcerated for every 100,000 residents. Infrastructure deficiencies also hurt Louisiana, with many of its roads and bridges in poor shape. These deficiencies not only impact transportation efficiency, but also pose safety risks for residents and travelers. Furthermore, Louisiana's overall ranking in key areas such as healthcare, education, economy, infrastructure, and opportunity are alarmingly low, with rankings of 46 in healthcare, 48 in education, 47 in both economy and infrastructure, and 48th in job opportunities. Louisiana faces an uphill battle in improving the quality of life for its residents. Number 1. Mississippi. Mississippi faces significant challenges across various key indicators impacting the well-being of its residents. First, Mississippi ranks in the bottom for both economy and education. Healthcare accessibility issues further enhance the challenges faced by Mississippians, with approximately 17.7% of residents lacking health insurance. Access to medical services remains a significant concern. Moreover, the state experiences above-average rates of preventable hospital admissions, indicating gaps in healthcare access and quality. Mississippi leads the nation in obesity rates, with 38.7% of its population classified as obese. Additionally, the state grapples with high rates of infant mortality, cesarean deliveries, preterm births, and low birth weights, reflecting broader health disparities. Overall, Mississippi's ranking in healthcare, education, economy, and infrastructure paint a concerning picture of the state's well-being, with healthcare ranking at the bottom tied at 50, education at 43, economy at 49, and infrastructure at 48. Addressing these challenges will require comprehensive and targeted interventions aimed at improving access to healthcare, enhancing education opportunities, stimulating economic growth, and upgrading infrastructure. From high crime rates to economic struggles and healthcare accessibility issues, these states grapple with systematic issues that impact residents' quality of life. Let me ask you, which one surprised you the most? Let us know in the comment section below. Now it's your turn. Make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and like this video for more videos. See you in the next one.